Hey guys, it's Vic, and so as you may remember, and some of you may still know, according to crap you've seen, Wednesday before last, while you guys watched a video talking about my vision board, I went somewhere else.
Let's go!
Yeah, I went to his concert. That was so fun! Oh my god. We didn't get home till midnight. It was crazy. Woof! Okay. But it occurred to me that some of you may have not been to concerts before. Maybe you're preparing to go to your first concert or show. And I've been to my fair share of these because I went to a One Direction concert. I've gone to a Tyler Oakley Slumber Party, which isn't a concert, but it kind of falls under the same category of event. I went to a Rascal Flatts country thing, and then I went to this. So I've been to 4 events since 2014, which is kind of spoiled. Yes, I know, I'm a brat. But I figured I'd share some of my wisdom with you and give you a beginner's guide to concerts. Okay, your first tip, if you any kind of ticket price, add $100 to it, and that's how much you should actually be spending. Well, not should, but you probably will. And this is because a lot of the time, a lot of venues don't let you bring in your own water because they want you to buy water because you're gonna get thirsty and sweaty and gross. Then they have their water we were lucky because when we went to the Troye Sivan concert, it was $5 for a bottle of water, so that was pretty cheap. But the One Direction concert, they charge us $10 for a red Solo cup. God forbid you get one of those cups, because in reality, it's not gonna be drinking all of it unless you chug it right there. It's gonna be you get a sip and then all down your shirt because you're in this big crowded space full of jumping hype, and come on, Mare and I treated the water bottle because we bought one and split because we're cheap. We treated it like our baby penguin at the Troye concert, and we had it balancing between our legs, and I'm really sad because if I picked it up, I was gonna put a penguin on it. Missed opportunity. We were gonna name it Troy Boy the Penguin. But yeah, and then when we were so there's that. There's food and water, and then there's your ticket price. That's already gonna be ridiculous. But then, if you wanna get any kind of merch, God forbid, the cheapest thing I saw at the Troye concert was a $15 poster, which made me sad because I almost could afford it. Because I didn't follow my own advice, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, I'm kind of an idiot. But at the One Direction concert, it was $35 for a hat. Just a plain snapback. And it was $35. God, we spent so much money at that concert because merchandise is expensive and they want all of your money. And part of the reason it's priced so expensively is not always the artists or YouTubers or whoever you're seeing. It's not always their fault. It's because typically venues want a cut of whatever money you make from that concert. So if they actually have sold a hat for $10. If it's a 60-40 thing, they're only getting only $6 out of it, and that doesn't make them a profit because they still have to pay for making the hat itself. But if they charge it $35 and give the people 15 to 20, then they can still cover it and possibly even make a profit. It's all about making sure they still make money in the end while still paying the venue. Because they gotta make up for how they're renting out the venue, so obviously they have to pay that. And yes, some of these people, One Direction, they're crazy rich, so it's not it's even a worry for them. But other people like Tyler, he's got bills to pay, and we all know as much money as he may make, I don't know how much, I don't worry about that, that's not my business. He still has things to pay for, and he's still renting out he wants to do all this cool stuff, he needs our help with it. And one of the ways he gets that support is he does things okay, I have to sell this shirt for $20, so I can still make a profit off of it. It's just how business works. So yeah, any ticket price, add $100 and that's how much you probably will spend if you buy merchandise. I said this in my struggles of sickness video as well. Hydrate. You up so much if you don't. I am the idiot that will get so excited I forget to drink water and I end up getting sick right after. It's But these events, depending on where you are, you're crowded into a space of a bunch of other people and you're hyped as I'm censoring myself. And it's just like you're jumping up and down, you're screaming, you're talking at the top of your lungs, and it burns a lot of energy to be that hyper with that much adrenaline going through you for multiple hours, because we got to the concert at about 7:50. We didn't leave till easily after 11. We were there for like nearly three and a half hours, and we burnt so much energy that like we were all sleeping in the car except the driver. And so you need to hydrate. Like, we bought the water, otherwise we would have died, because otherwise dehydration over so much. And like, you need to hydrate all throughout, and you can't just say, okay, I'll drink a bottle of water on the way in the car, because if you go in there dehydrated, you are going to die, because you're burning energy, you're sweating, you're screaming, so your throat's gonna hurt. You're gonna want water. I sound like such a hypocrite because I never follow my own rules, but you need to drink your water, otherwise you will die. Yes, this one is also kind of like my struggles with sickness one. See, they kind of coincide. Take the medicines. I know it sounds disgusting, but like, you have no idea what's been in that venue before you. Definitely if it's like a stadium. And like, if you do what I do, because I'm an idiot, and you put your water bottle down next to you and not between your feet, who knows who's gonna pick it up by accident and leave their water bottle there. You don't always drink out of your water bottle, and if you're in a stadium of 50,000 people, you have no idea what kind of germs just got put in that water bottle that you don't know. And for some people who have weak immune systems, it means you get plague. So literally, like a few days before the event, I take Airborne. It's disgusting. But I take the gummy one, so it's slightly better. It's a vitamin C immune system booster, and it's good. Kinda good. It's gross. I started having to take those twice a day, especially because I got sick, so I was still getting over it before the concert. But I started taking those twice a day, especially a few days before the concert. And I started taking those, I started taking my vitamin B, I started taking all of my vitamins, and I didn't stop until at least I haven't stopped. It's that I went from taking it like 2-3 times a day to once a day again. I didn't stop till about a week after the concert, because it is so easy to get sick in places like that, in situations like that. I still got sick. I still get throat pain from it, because like, some circumstances you can't avoid it, but you can like lessen how severe it's going to be. So from about a week out to a week after, you need to take those medicines. That way you do not get the plague and die, because I assure you that is not the only thing on your bucket list, and you don't want to die. Consider your seats carefully. Okay, so I'm telling you a story here. I am a short human being. There's no way to get around that. So typically when I'm looking at seats, I will spend the extra money if it puts me in the front, because otherwise I can't see. It's just the way of the world. I'm tiny. And at the One Direction concert, right in front of me was like this 6'4" guy who had one of those professional cameras on his shoulder. I'm basically staring at his belt the entire time. I'm like, Mare had to switch with me at the time, and I was still like standing on my chair to see, because I was right in the middle of the floor level of the stadium we were in. We all were. So like, I had tall people in front of me, beside me, or behind me, but like, I'm short. I can't see over them. So I always try to be very careful, because like, my friend Leah and I, we were buying tickets for a show that I might tell you about later. And we're like looking at this like, okay, because we're both short. She's my height, if not a little shorter. So we're just like, And we're considering it so carefully. We bought balcony seats, but we tried to get as close to the front of the balcony as we could. Because if we're at the front, then we have like this entire space, and we can look down on it, and we don't have to worry about tall people being in front of us on the balcony. If we're at the very, very front, we didn't get the very, very front. We're not that rich, and we took too long to buy our damn tickets. And if she's watching this, I'm looking at you. But if you're tall, yes, I know this sounds mean. I know, I'm sorry. But if you're like a really tall person, can you please, 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 for the love of God, maybe try to get seats towards the back of a venue? Because I understand sometimes it's all about you want to get the view, and sometimes you can't hear them. But there are a lot of people who want to see them as well, and when we're standing behind you, it's kind of a pain in the ass for us to do as well. And I understand, maybe it could be like, oh, can I switch a view? And that way, because if you're like in row A and row B, and you have tall in row A, and then you have in row B, it can be like, hey, can I switch to you? Because then it's not so bad, because then it's like, you're still right there, and you could see over that person's head just fine. If it's one of those situations, but like, And again, I understand, it's both of you. Sometimes you don't get to control which seats you get when you buy a ticket. It's just like best available, click. I understand, but please, if you can trade with a shorter human who maybe has a harder time seeing or hearing and stuff, please do. It would make their day and it would make it so much easier. Don't go on a school night. I've done it twice now. I've gone on a school night. I went to the One Direction concert on a school night, and I went to Troy on a school night. And Troy was in the middle of the week. One Direction was the night before the first day of school. I'm not kidding. We didn't get home till like 2 a.m. on the day of. And so, we get like 4 hours of sleep, and then we have to go to the first day of school. And it was like our first day of junior high as well, so it wasn't like it was just a random school year that no one cares about, like 3rd grade. No, it was 7th, and we're just like, because we were cracked out. Our voices were dead. I mean, was it? No, it wasn't 7th grade. It was 8th grade. Yeah, because I had choir first period, and I had no voice whatsoever. And I'm just like, ugh. Oh my god, why is my throat hurting now? See, my throat's hurting thinking about it. And Troy, we went on a Wednesday night in the middle of a school week. I didn't get home till a little after midnight because we decided we were starving. I mean, again, the whole drink your water, eat your food thing, but be careful with the food because if you eat something too heavy and then you jump around like crazy, you might puke, and that's just not fun for anyone. You're ruining our dance space. But so be careful about that. I had a protein shake because I'm smart. But we were starving, so we stopped to eat, and we didn't think to get it to go because we're idiots. So I got home a lot later than I could have, and I was dead the next day. I had no voice. I was dead. My soul was dead. I wanted to go home and take a nap. I could not. So don't go on school nights. Plan it so that you can at least sleep in the next day. Like, if you have like a late arrival day so it doesn't start till like 3 hours later, then maybe, because then you can sleep in some as well. But just consider your nights, consider your seats, consider all the things. Don't go on a school nights. Don't be an idiot like me. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the month of March. I hope you enjoyed Spring Madness. And I hope you're ready for April. So much excitement is going down. I have to work my butt off because I have birthdays both days this weekend. Ding! So, actually it will be my mother's birthday and my best friend's birthday. So say happy birthday to them in the comments. Share the love with them. They would really appreciate it. I would appreciate it because I love them so much. They are my favorite people. Yes, I know my background's boring, be sad, but in my Sunday video, I said I was taking it down because I have to prepare. I have to film in advance because I get no film time this weekend because I'm going to be out celebrating with my best friend and my mother. And it's going to be like, I'm not going to say, hey,
I'm just going to be like 3 hours while I work on this, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm going to work in advance because I'm not stupid. I'm not going to leave it last minute. I'm not that stupid usually. But I don't want to take up time that I'm using to spend with people I love very dearly. So I had to take it down. I apologize. We have the board. We have that terrifying mountain of hats. So the backgrounds look completely bland, but I will find something a little more permanent I can put up there because I've been staring at it this entire video just like, you look very boring. What, did I just try to sound like Paramji? Jeez. If you get that reference, thank you. Did I just do it correctly without looking? Anyways, do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Follow my social media, my Instagram, my Tumblr, my Twitter, and my Snapchat. Don't forget, Snapchat's down there. Enjoy those. Send me things. Tell me what you spent your March doing, because I didn't do a favorite, so maybe you can share your favorites with me. And I hope you're excited because the month of April has lots in store for us. Alright, that's all, guys. I'm gonna go take medicine for my throat. Alright, bye!